Hello, today we have the Horus update. So this is the boss. First boss, What Jet. Then we got What Jet and the event for Horus. So we're gonna show Horus. Is it worth the pull? Basically, she's a roll damager. This her animation. And then we have the tribe procurement, which is the event store. Event shop, you can get 5 Neolith identification applications. This is to summon Neoliths or artifacts, depends what you call it. Equipments, you need them a lot. This is the currency. Horus emoji. Yeah, basically you want to get Horus emoji, these special equipment components. The Chimera is not that important. You can get them from Desperate Operation. There are various missions, card game, which is the memory game. Complete these dailies, you get 20 Iridium-Morphites and 200 currency. And yeah, look at this guys, pretty fast, I guess. 80,000 should be the highest score. And every time the event will become stage 2, stage 3, there will be infinity mode, just like the Levia event. Same with the Levia event, you have this expedition to collect the case and the box for items. So let's move on to Horus. Horus is a Nabu faction. So this is what she will look like. And of course she has a skin, which is on discount right now, and of course the skin gives some buffs. Should be here. under the mall, outfit procurement. This is how her skin looks like. It's like a formal wedding dress kind of thing. So moving on to her skills, basically 1 star will help Nabu increase armor, which is not as important because you are using mixed teams usually. You don't have to go for the leader buffs. Secondly, 4 stars will be DPS attack support. That is because she's a DPS. She's a row DPS, so single row target. 10% attack for all members, DPS. And at 6 stars is for all team members, even if you are not a DPS. Even the tanks, the healers, they get the extra 10%. So basically her normal attack, armor break, bleed, or seal. So basically she has a chance to do all this. Even at the highest it's 4 stars, it will still be the same. The percentage is the same based on this. I think it's 100% because it says inflict and it doesn't give a percentage, so it should be 100%. Next, this is her skill. So debuffs means attribute debuffs, abnormal effects. Basically whatever her normal attack gives, like armor break, bleed, and seal. There's also like maybe, not sure if burn is included, but I don't think burn is included. Anyways, yeah, basically these debuffs effects, that means attribute debuffs, like less defense due to armor break, yeah. And then of course it starts to change at 3 stars. So 0, 1 is actually 1, 2 star doesn't give any benefits here. So more damage at 3 stars, and this extra line here, which you see this 1 star, it doesn't give any additional damage inflicted on targets carrying a debuff. Basically, if the target has a debuff, which is what Horus is giving, and any other debuffers you can have, so it will give a target damage of 30% increase at 3%. It goes up to 70% at 6 stars, and then at 7 stars it becomes 100% and an additional 50% attack bonus. So if you want Horus to be your main DPS, obviously you will go 7 stars, but what I'm gonna use Horus for is actually not for her main skill, but for her passive. So her passive actually absorbs the rage from an opponent, so it's a kind of a counter to Icon, because it will stop Icon from, you know, the nuking from the first stage. Her skill, she will not be able to skill on the first round. Basically, unless you put her in the back row, then Audrey or Levia will be boosting her rage. So that's what makes Horus quite important in a team in the Icon meta. She will strip the target on the opposite row where she is. So if she is on the front, which means position 1, that means the most top, then the front 1 and position 1 and 4 will be stripped. If she's on position 2 or 2 or 4, which means opposite, so 2 or 4 will be affected. And of course, if you're in post 3 or post 6, the position 3 and 6 of the opponent will be stripped. She'll absorb the rage. It lasts the whole turn, so every time before she takes a move, she'll absorb 1 rage. And once she absorbs more than 4, she'll absorb an additional rage. That is at tier 4, and once you reach tier 6, it actually gives an attack buff of 20%. And then the same thing, which is when it is more than 4 absorbed, she absorbs an extra rage, which is same as tier 2, level 2, which is the tier 4. So basically what she does is the rage absorption, which is her passive. Maybe that's why they call it aim for the weaknesses, because when debuffing, she gets extra damage. So I don't know if the translation is good or bad. but in my opinion, she's quite a high tiered DPS, currently still in the meta for China version, which is several months ahead of the global version, which is the Scarlet Covenant. Also, the skills are different from the C version. That's why the tier list for Horus will be definitely higher than the one in the C tier list. What I feel is that Horus will last for maybe another 3 months. She can be your main DPS if you want to invest in her, but in this meta she will last 3 months ish, and then you will change her out for whoever's a new debuffer or new support DPS kind of. Yep, basically that's it. And so you can see that she's gonna be in the SSS tier in the tier list I've shown before. This tier list, she'll be added to the SSS. So currently I don't see any of them dropping yet. They are all very usable, and of course Vivi needs a high star to be at SSS. So free-to-play players, she'll be rated lower. And yeah, that's about it. Horus, she's a physical attacker, so she's one of the new main DPS for physicals. Like, there will be more physical attackers coming in the next few patches, but for now Horus is your main physical DPS. So especially in Shattered Cosmos, which is the PvE event, there is a boss which is immune to magical attack. So the Serpent, the boss, is best to use a physical attacker like Horus, Fenriru, and Rayon, and Wino. But Wino isn't a main DPS, but she is physical. Basically, there are 3 main DPSs for physical: Horus, Rayon, and Fenriru. But in the next patches, there will be Kuri and Mori. Yes, Kuri and Mori. They both end with Re. Yeah. Which will be coming in the next few patches, so let's stay tuned for that. With that, that's gonna be end. Yep. There's a download link below in my description. It's my custom download link, so if you're interested to recommend to your friend or anything, you just download from there. It's a PC download and a mobile download. Of course, you can also download from the official Google Store, Apple Store, but I have a personalized link by the moderators of the game, so yeah, might as well use it. So thank you for watching. See you guys next time. Bye bye.